Okay, let's have a look at the results, the official results from leg two from Lisbon to Cape Town. Carter and Kevin, our coastal huggers, and Slow-Mo, Bolotan, John. All of these were coastal huggers, and they took the top 5 positions. X-Ray took the route that we did, although he was much further west when he went through the doldrums. Same with Blackborough. And so Disco Infidel, which is Master Syria, that's the boat that I crew on. We came 14th, which not too bad an effort. Beating out Night Swimmer, Carl, Tommy Cogs, Frank Black, Defenestrator, Parax, Rapikar, Zyle. So not a bad effort overall. And if we go to the total results, well, we asked for our results from Pacific Sea Cow, which was our first leg boat, and Disco Infidel to be added together. So with both of those together, we got 26 points, which actually brings us up equal with Zyle here. So while this total results look like we're split, we're actually up in 4th position, equal with Zyle at present. So going forward, the crew has been cut down a little bit. I'm not sure if Disco Infidel is going to come on board, but I'm pretty sure he will once work sort of gets easier for him over the new year or past the new year. And we also probably lost Ben East as well, just because he's a bit busy this time of year as well. So Pacific Sea Cow and myself basically crewing this. We've been busy with the Sydney to Hobart as well, and that's why there's been a lack of videos up until now. Anyway, let's jump to some race action. Okay, so back to the race start. I was late for the beginning. Pacific Sea Cow took Mast Hysteria over the line and got us on a very good start. I think we're about 3rd or 4th here to the next mark, and I just came on for as a passenger for a little bit. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a winter cold coming on, and just see a couple of boats around. It's probably the last time we'll see anybody for quite a while, and it's always nice to capture the beginnings of the VOR with, you know, around about 70 competitors all heading off. As I get up on top of the mast and have a little look back at the flotilla that is following. So I'll just speed up the rest of this little bit of sequence, and we'll get on to where we are, which is a couple of days later. I'm not going to bring you any footage from the boat today, as it's dark outside. You can't see a thing, and it's easy to do this by map anyway, just to give a race update. So using Puro Sail from Tonic, you can see that we're traveling on a downwind leg, probably doing about 150 TWA, and just keeping up with these guys here: Seaplane, Tommy Cods, Hijack, Antagon Defenestrator, Bionic 2, and Black Shark. Zep's a little bit higher than us, and we have some guys who are also heading much more south. Matt, and somebody who wants to go and see the penguins, Carl on Joy, and we have Red Bull Racing down there. So all familiar names that we've known since leg 2. So we're heading in that direction. If we look at the race leaders, we have Baz Grandia, the Dane, Frank Black, Lonius. So all of these guys here are up on the northern quadrant. So they seem to have the better map scale in terms of closest to Melbourne. But we will see how that goes in the future. We also had a couple of protests during this. Matt Smith and Kato, who both had to teleport because they ran aground. You know, I can see what the official committee have to say about this. You know, it is their fault for running aground. If they put out enough enough waypoints, usually it doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't make you run aground. You have to be fairly unlucky in some stages to have the auto go completely haywire on you. Anyway, Kato, if I just come back here, Kato right at the beginning, not working properly. You can see that there's this one here. Yeah, he jumped across this little isthmus jutting out, and as being in a 3-hour penalty. Matt Smith has got no time deduction, but just his own fault. I'm not sure that 3 hours is enough, but I don't want to get into controversy here. There has to be a penalty though, because it's certainly not good to jump that far. Then back to Windy. So what's happening with the weather? Well, we've got a system of blue blob moving through, and then behind that we're going to have this system here. So just see what happens over the next couple of days. And as you can see, we're just in mass hysteria. We're just trying to follow this green yellow patch along and try not to go too far south, because we don't want to get into the blue. But then the guys up top are going to get a little bit of a speed bump, and we're going to miss out on that. But we think it's well worth the effort, because by then, in 2 days' time, hopefully we are going to be hitting this mass here as it comes back down, and that would be ideal. Now these boats don't keep up with the wind, but that would be fantastic if we can get into that system. And then following through, there'll be a little bit of a lull again, and hopefully another patch comes through later on. I haven't used QTVLM yet to look at this, but I know that some of you want a tutorial on it, and I will make one in the coming days. I've just been very busy with work over the holidays, and I know that sounds silly, but I have a lot of marking to do and grading. So I'll come back in a day or two and see if we get into that wind mass. Thank you very much.